Okay, I'm gonna make this last video. I'm gonna make it in a couple different parts. So, um, yeah, this part I'm gonna make it real short here. It is now Thursday, March 12th, 2:44 a.m. New York time. It's 3:44 p.m. on the 13th here in the Philippines. But New York time is 2:44 a.m. on the 12th, and I knew this was going to kind of do this consolidation thing, and it was going to flutter a little bit in the last video because I was up to 31,500 or something like that, and I was kind of getting a little bit greedy. I was thinking maybe might want to try to take it up to 32,000, but I've got enough in margin. I mean, my margin level is 1,471. Still got some time. I put in these other orders, but to be honest, really at this point I'm kind of gambling because all these are kind of consolidating a little bit and they're trying to correct themselves. This is kind of an opportunity for some fake outs. Um, After big moves like the past couple of weeks, and then it'll start to reverse a little bit, but then they do the fake out thing. There's speculation on how that works, but I'm not going to get into that. um, but anyways, you got to kind of watch out for the big market makers, and they'll use their big money and try to push the market either up or down, and then turn around and go in the other direction. It's kind of like a pump and dump on the forex market, and I reckon it's legal, but at this point right now, so if anything, I'm not going to lose a whole lot of money. I took a $700 hit there. Actually, there was two of them. I would rather lose $300 or $400, in one time, as to wait and lose, thousands. And like I said, I set the stop losses kind of high. Um, this one here, see, I've got a sell on it, and I still think it's going to go down, but it's looking like it's going to go up a little bit first. So I put my stop loss up here at 700 pips, 750 pips or something like that, not 895 pips. And then this is my take profit at 439. So if this thing goes up here and takes profit and then hits that, I'm still going to lose, but I'm not going to lose as much money. um, I still think it's going to go back down though. So if it goes back down, then I can just cut my losses on that and take profit. So that's part of the way you can use hedging to your advantage, but I still, like I said, don't recommend it. I do have stop losses set on all of these. Um, so I mean, this is times when you're kind of like I said, I'm kind of gambling right now because these things are in consolidation mode. The Euro USD, I think it's going to move down a little bit more. I don't know. I'm just going to wait and see. It's indicating a week up, so it might even go up a little bit and then move down. I got my stop loss set at this one at 1,012 pips, because I mean, even if I lose a couple of $1,000, I'm still I'm um, you know 6 7,000 uh, pips on the week, something like that. I'm not gonna take any losses and bring me anything down below five anyways. So anyways, that's the first part of this video, and we will see what happens later on, because if these start to go in the hole too much, I'm gonna close them out and take the loss. So okay, this is part 2 of video 19. It is now 3:19 a.m. So the London Open just opened. It's Thursday, March 12th, 3:19 a.m. And like I said, the London Open just opened. Like I said in the previous part, I was kind of taking a little bit of a gamble because you got to figure out where these things are headed. And since the big moves that I had the past couple of weeks, I knew these things were going to reverse or at least try to recover a little bit. That transition point is where you're actually kind of taking a gamble if you put orders out at that point. So I took a little bit of a loss. I'm down to 30,610. right now. So it took over 1,000 pips in loss, but still, considering when I started out this week, I started with $23,000, $23,020. Um, so still, I'm still up 7,000, over 7,500 pips, $7,500. So that's 7,500 pips. Right now, I kind of switched direction, and I'm just kind of scalping a little bit on these here, and so I'm up. Even though I took a little bit of a hit, I'm up. I'm back up now, except for this Euro USD. I kind of didn't cancel it out in time. I've got a stop loss set on it, but I'm not real sure. Um, no, wait a minute. No, I don't think I have a stop loss set on it, but I'm not gonna walk away from here without having a stop loss set on it. But this is why it's important to keep your margin level up, because if I take profit on all this stuff, it's going to boost me back up. But still, my margin level, I don't really have a lot out. My margin level is still at 1,214 per 1,215%. So I'm only $191 in the hole if I canceled everything out right now. So that enables you to hang on to some of this stuff. My computer's messing up, so I'm going to end this right now.